Welcome to this February 5th, 2026 YouTube live stream. We're talking breaking news, ICE protest, Tyrant cops, plus Epstein files. Live. Still got the ICE protests carrying on. They're getting small, real small. They're not picking up too much steam. The media's doing everything they can to try to keep the fire lit under these protests. You know, most of the people, most of the American citizens, the patriots, they all agree. They want every single illegal out. If you're an illegal, you gotta go. 8 to 80, blind, crippled, and crazy. If you're an illegal, you gotta go now. You gotta like that. Hit that like tab for that. It's not just the worst of the worst. It's not just the most dangerous. It's not just the criminals. It's not just the mentally insane. We want every single illegal's got to go. That little 5-year-old that the media and everyone's crying about, that ICE had, why his daddy, his illegal daddy, ran away from the cops from ICE. Well, not only does daddy get deported, so does the 5-year-old. He's got to go. 5 to 85, blind, crippled, and crazy. If you're an illegal, you gotta go. No more birthright citizenship. End all anchor baby. No more anchor babies. That policy is going to be ended. Frankly, I'm to the point right now. We're reporting out of Michigan. There's so many millions of illegals in Michigan. I want to see every single illegal and legal mass deported. I want to see mass deportations in Michigan and around the country. Unfortunately, I don't think we're getting it. There's too many traitors, too many radical activist judges around America, like in Michigan. Judge Allison Bates Stein, Judge Michael Clarence Stein. They want to continue to flood our communities with illegals, with their cheap labor for corporate America. Corporate America's cheap slave labor, the new slave labor in America, the illegal immigrant. You know, I don't know what's worse. What's worse? The illegal that's stealing all your jobs, all your housing, all your health care, all your child care, like the Somali illegals, the pirates, the Somali pirates. What's worse, them or all the white Americans? What's worse, them or all the white Americans that are protesting in favor of white genocide, protesting in favor of the illegal alien? Yeah, these white insane Karens and Darrens, they can go with them. They can go with them if they want to protest my replacement. They want to protest in favor of the replacement, the great replacement of all of us Native Americans like myself. Then those race traitors can go with them. They can go live in Somalia. They can go live in the Congo. They can go live in Venezuela. Hey, love has no borders, right? They love their illegals so much, they can go live with them, go raise their baby over there. America's full. America's full. Let's get those likes up there. Hit that like tab. Get those likes up there. We're talking breaking news. ICE protests. Got these race traitors that want to protest in favor of the great replacement and white genocide. They can go with the illegals. They can get deported with the illegals. All these traitors like Renee Good, like Preddy, Alex Preddy, these white protesting in favor of white genocide. Fuck them. Renee Good, Alex Preddy, fuck them. They're traitors. They're not only traitors to America, they're traitors to their own race. I don't have an ounce of sympathy for either of those two idiots. They brought it on themselves. They effed around and they found out real quick. You want to go out and F around and find out with the feds, with ICE, you can find out real quick, just like Renee Good, like pretty good. I'd say it was a pretty good shoot by ICE under both situations. Another pretty good shoot. Hey, they're out there protesting in favor against my Native American culture. We got to protect our culture, protect our people, protect our blood, protect our soil, protect our Christian identity. Now is the time. It's a great time to be alive. What a great time to be alive. So thankful, so grateful for each and every one of you joining us here on these YouTube live streams. Talking breaking news. Got more tyrant cops. Much of the reason why America's in this situation is because the local police officers, the township cops, the city and state police, they're not doing their job. They're not arresting illegals. They're cutting them all loose, letting them skip town to the town over and commit more crimes in the town over. They're too focused on arresting the American citizen. That's where they get all their money from the American taxpayer. A lot of it comes down from the city leaders, the county leaders, county commissioners, the judges, the prosecutors. They won't prosecute the illegal immigrant. They got to bring in interpreters that cost hundreds of dollars an hour. It costs more money to prosecute an illegal. They just cut them loose. They don't make any money off them. They're not going to show back up to court. They don't know where their bank accounts are. They don't even know who they are. They don't have to file taxes like you and I, an American citizen. They don't have to go pay a CPA every year to file taxes like a YouTube philosopher. Yeah, we got to get them out. Get them all out. And the next step is they're talking about securing the fully rigged selections in America. And, got to start with the computers and the machines, get them all out. But one of the suggestions is surrounding all the election precincts with ICE to prevent all the illegal immigrants from going in and voting in U.S. elections. I like that idea. I really like that idea. Surround all the election precincts with ICE officers. Start checking IDs. If they won't check IDs at the voting center. They don't want to pass the SAVE Act and try to save America's elections, then send ICE to surround every election precinct in America. Start checking IDs. All these brown skinned third worlders start showing up speaking Mexican when they're in line. ICE can swoop in and arrest them. You start, it's time to do your part as an American citizen, as a patriot. You start, you see or you hear these Mexicans, these foreigners out speaking Mexican, call 911. Call up 911. Get your heroes out there to do their job and arrest these illegal immigrants. You know, like Kroger's elite hiring illegals, aiding and abetting allegedly. Places like those, places like 7-Eleven. Every 7-Eleven you go in is packed with Pajeets, packed with Mexicans. None of them can speak English. Can't speak a lick of English. They're all speaking Mexican. You think the police are in there arresting anybody? Yeah, right. They're too busy arresting the American citizen for pointing out the fact that the country's been invaded. That's part of the reason why we need ICE, is because the local police failed at their job. They won't arrest, and most of your police officers are Officer Islam, Officer Mohammed, Officer Sharif. They're not going to arrest one of their fellow foreign nationals. The police force has been weaponized against you, the American citizen. Just like Judge Mohammed, Judge Finkelstein, Judge Steinberg, Judge Abdullah. They're not upholding Christian rule of law in America. What happened to Christian rule of law in America? You can't have Judeo judges. You can't have non-Christian judges being the chief art interpreter of the rule of in a courtroom. They got to go. No more dual citizens in political office. Every single dual citizen's got to go. This brings us to the Epstein files. Now they even have like Piers Morgan, and over in the UK, they're actually trying to say that the Epstein files has to do with Russia. They're trying to say the Epstein files have to do with Russia, not Israel. Oh, no, it has nothing to do with Israel. Oh, all about again and hey, talking heads. I mean, you can't make this up. Public press, welcome. Yeah, there's also on a side note, I see there was two auditors that had got arrested. Auditing Erie County, I guess, got arrested. I didn't see an arrest. I think he got detained, arrested, and Georgia, or what's his name? Guerrilla News got arrested, I see yesterday, and at the part where he's going to the hospital again. Every single time he's going to the hospital. It's like nobody takes an arrest. Well, there's probably some people, but he takes an arrest the worst, just as bad as any of them. I mean, every time he's got to go to the hospital. It's like I'd never go out auditing with him, because then he's going to the hospital, making a big drama scene about his health. It's like if you're going out there auditing and putting your health on the line like that, out of it, and then he's gonna cry every time when he police go hands on and go to the hospital. I don't know if I agree with that. I think that's pretty weak or pretty comical. It's like he can't take an arrest at all. He takes an arrest worse than a woman. He's literally got to go to the hospital every time he gets arrested. It's like, I'm not sitting around and waiting for that. I got other audits to take care of. I got money to make, business to take care of. I'm not going to sit around you sit and pamper your wounds in a hospital because you got arrested at a library. Get over it. Stop crying. On to the next video, on to the next audit, on to the next police station audit, on to the next tyrant cop, on to the next live stream. Go sit in the hospital and pad your wounds and cry to yourself. Cry into your pillow some more. Cry into your pillow some more. Yeah. If you can't take it, don't do it. You obviously you can't take it. Or your body can't take it. If your body can't take it anymore. But part of the thing is you talk all tough like this big tough guy, you're big tough Mr. Billy Badass lawyer who's not a lawyer anymore, who lost your lawyer license, and now then you get arrested, and then you want to cry like a little bitch. Cry like a little baby. Get taken to the hospital. What are you hoping you're going to get a lawsuit out of it? I don't know. I don't agree with that. I really don't. I think that's weak. That was a guerrilla news, not AEC. He handles it well. He's a boss. But he was out there in Tulsa with guerrilla news, and every time he's got to go to the hospital, get wheeled out on a gurney. It's pathetic. So yeah, as far as the Epstein, back on the Epstein files update, yeah, Trump's not in it at all. Trump's been basically totally vindicated in it. Trump's not in it at all. A lot of his enemies, they're all in it. I think it's time we need to move past the Epstein files. We need to personally, I think we need to move past it because a lot of it I don't believe. I don't believe any of these women in the Epstein files. I don't believe any of these insane Karens, these women, these gold diggers, these money grubbers. They were living it up, flying around on jets, living lavishly with rich men. And then when it came time to pay the piper for all these freebies, for all this lavish lifestyle, then they want to cry about it. Now they're all old. They got empty egg cartons. They're all dried and cracked up. They're egg cartons. Nobody wants nothing to do with them. They don't got any money. These 40-year-old insane Karens all dried up. No one wants anything to do with them. Now they want to come back and lie about all these rich and powerful people. I think it was all lies to begin with. Look how many times women lie about men to get money from them. You can't believe these women in the Epstein files. Don't believe a single thing. Don't believe a single word those women say in the Epstein files. They're all a bunch of lying whores, in my opinion. They were out sleeping around when they were young women, sleeping around, having sex, doing what they were doing with older guys, and now they're all dried and cracked up with no money. Yeah, get over yourself, you lying 304s. Get over yourself. We need to move past the Epstein files. Time to move past the Epstein files. Most of those girls were barely legals anyways. They were like 16, 17, 18. That's legal in most countries. Only in America is that a crime if you're a white man. It's not a crime for any Muslims. It's not a crime for Judeos. It's only a crime for Christian white men. Yeah, get over it. Time to move past these crying 304s that are probably lying about it. It's not like you can't consider it PDF anyways. If they're 16, 17, 15, 16, that's not PDF. They're not like they were real, small or whatnot. It's not like they were like that. I think people are just using it to try to get at people, at more women trying to get more money, basically. More women trying to get some ones, get heard on the national stage, wanting attention. Oh, go figure, a woman wanting attention. Jeez, never that, a woman wanting attention. Yeah, time to move past the Epstein files. Move forward. Doesn't seem to be any transparency and accountability. We're not getting it. They're not going to arrest any of these rich elites that were all part of it. I mean, look what's going on with the Tate brothers. Look at all the women that are lying about the Tate brothers, trying to get them locked up. You don't think they were doing that in the Epstein files? Yeah, I'd say most of those women are lying whores, and we shouldn't believe what they have to say. You shouldn't. Basically, I wouldn't believe maybe 1% of what you saw in the Epstein files. Don't fall for it. Don't get worked up over it. Trump's innocent. But yeah, we need to focus on these ICE protests. They're not going anywhere. The media is trying to keep it going, but those are small. They're not going anywhere. Don't get worked up over it. Definitely don't get yourself all worked up over it emotionally like Pretty Good did. Like Alex Pretty and Renee Good, and go and get yourself ended like those two idiots. Literally protesting in favor of white genocide, protesting in favor of my replacement, of your replacement. Talk about a couple of traitors to America, couple of race traitors, Pretty Good. I'd say those were good, definitely good justified shootings on ICE's part. It was a good shoot on both ends. They were both threatening officers. They both were obstructing justice. They were both obstructing officers. They were both a threat towards officers. They were both a threat towards the great replacement, threat towards Americans. So yeah, I think ICE had to do, fortunately, ICE had to do the local police's job, because the local police aren't doing their job, just like Uvalde. Just like Uvalde, Texas police, where they all stood down and watched 19 children, what happened to them, get ended as the police arrested the parents trying to save their children. It's no different. Police are arresting the American citizen, all while allowing the illegal invaders to invade your communities, to invade your cities. And then these radical activist judges like Allison Batestein, Michael Clarenstein, They strip you of your Second Amendment rights. They take your Second Amendment rights. They take your First Amendment rights, your Fourth Amendment rights as an American, and then flood your community with tens of thousands, millions of illegal invaders. Say good luck. Let's go hit that like. Let's get those likes up there. Get those likes up there. Share your comments. Share your comments. I appreciate all the comments. Consider leaving a donation, helping support these live streams here at Freedom News Now. I'm your host, Justin Sane, coming to you from the war room, straight from the underground. And this breaking news, ICE protest, tyrant cops, plus Epstein files live. Yeah, I had a feeling mass deportations were officially over. They just said they're drawing down 700 officers in Minnesota. Supposedly they're having unprecedented relations with the, but they won't tell us how that's happening, according to Tom Holman. I told you that's exactly how it would play out. I told you that in 2024 you'd never get mass deportations. You're not getting them, you never will. In Michigan, they were bragging about or crying about only 2,300 illegal invaders got arrested. And they're being held in detention centers right in Michigan. They've never even been deported. 2,300 out of the millions of illegal invaders in Michigan, and all they did was arrest 2,300. And then they didn't even deport them. They're sitting in a nice facility, nice holding facility right in Michigan. What a scam. I'd really like to see mass deportations, but you're not getting it. It's not even worth going out and protesting it because it's not happening. It's not happening. I wish it was. I'd like to see it happen. I'm all in favor of mass deportations. 8 to 80, blind, crippled, and crazy. If you're an illegal, you gotta go. And that goes with that little 5-year-old that was detained when his daddy, illegal daddy, ran away, left his kids stranded in the snow. He can go with them. All anchor babies, no more anchor babies. No more birthright citizenship. And if you're the woman that's getting knocked up by an illegal, you can get deported with them. You can raise your baby in Venezuela, raise your baby in the Congo, raise your baby in Somalia. Hey, love has no borders, right? Isn't that what you always say? You can go get deported, forfeit your U.S. citizenship for being a traitor to America, and you're out. You gotta go. You gotta love that. We're going to lock down U.S. elections. ICE is going to surround every election precinct in America. Force ID. You start hearing people speaking Mexican in your community. Get on the phone and call 911. Get the police out there to do their job. Arrest these illegal invaders. You hear them speaking Mexican on a job site. You hear them speaking Mexican in your local 7-Eleven, Kroger. Call 911. Get Officer Mohammed out there. Get Officer Gutierrez. Get Officer Fernandez out there to arrest their family member. See if Judge Mohammed, Judge Abdullah, Judge Finkelstein will allow the case to go forward or just throw it out. Tell the cops to focus their arrests on the American citizen. That's where they get all their money from. We're going to keep exposing these radical activist judges. We're going to keep exposing tyrant cops that aren't doing their job, that are failing the American citizen, to where we need to bring ICE into the communities to do their job for them that they failed to do. Mass deport every single illegal and legal, every single H-1B, every single green card, every single visa off 55 million plus. You gotta go for at least 20 years. You can apply to come back in 20 years, but we need at least a 20-year moratorium. It's time to restore order in America. Let's get those likes up there. Get those likes up there. Brandon, welcome. OCW, welcome. It's all about protecting those Native Americans like myself. All of us patriots, all you patriots, consider leaving a super chat donation. You support our live streams, help support this channel here at Freedom News Now. Consider joining, becoming a member here at Freedom News Now for those extra perks. So thankful, so grateful for each and every one of you joining us here on these YouTube live streams. We're talking breaking news, ICE protest, tyrant cops, plus Epstein files live. We're going to wrap this video up, and that's all for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe for accountability and transparency videos, and I'll see you on the next one.